I almost choked when I saw the price of that foundation. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. I know a lot of you missed my tutorials and it's been a while since I made one. So when I was brainstorming about what tutorial to make and what products to use, I thought that let me make this tutorial a little different than the tutorials that I've made in the past. So I reached out to some of my girlfriends to ask them about their favorite products, and I decided that, the products that they like, I'll use those products in this tutorial. Now these girls are super special. They are talented, they are hardworking, and they are accomplished actresses. I had the honor and pleasure to know them, to be friends with them, and to work with them in different daily soaps when I was working in the Indian television industry. And even though I'm not working in daily soaps anymore, I'm still good friends with them. They all were kind enough to tell me about their favorite products, and most of the products which I'll use in today's tutorial are their favorite products. There's definitely a bit of improvisation in this video. I did not ask them about each and every product that they use because most of them get their makeup done from makeup artists. So I only asked them about the basic products which they personally use when they are not getting their makeup done from makeup artists. Also, the products which I could not find online or I could not buy for any other reason, I've used a substitute there. So, it's a mix and match of things, but 85% of the products which I'm going to use are of their choice. So now, let's do this. For primer, I'm going to use Smashbox Photo Finish Illuminate Glow Primer. This is a newly launched primer by Smashbox and I really like it. This primer is like a primer slash stroke cream. You can see that it has like a bit of shine to it. It adds a glow to your skin. It doesn't have any glitter chunks and it is very smooth. Now for base products, I reached out to Madhurjeet Sargi. Sargi and I worked in Lado together and she is incredibly talented. She's also one of my closest friends in Mumbai. So when I asked her about the base products that she used, she told me that since she's been on a sabbatical, she's not used makeup much in past 2 years, but she has liked M.A.C concealer and Dior for foundation. She also sent me a picture of another foundation which she's using, which is from La Prairie. So I did a little bit of digging. La Prairie is not available in India. I had M.A.C concealer, but I did not have a Dior foundation. I decided that I'm gonna go and buy a Dior foundation. First, I decided to call up Sephora stores near my house to ask them if they have shades available and what range they have available. They told me that most of the Dior foundations are sold out, but there is a new range which recently got launched by Dior and they do have shades available in that range. And guys, that foundation is for 8,100 rupees only. I almost choked when I saw the price of that foundation. I honestly did not have the budget to buy that foundation, so I thought that okay, let me just use the most expensive foundation that I've got for this video. One day I will buy a Dior foundation and I'll definitely tell you when I do. For this look, we will of course use a M.A.C concealer and I am going to use my favorite Bobbi Brown foundation stick. I'm in the shade NC42 in M.A.C concealer. I use NC35 for foundation. I would highly recommend that you go to a store and match your skin tone for the concealer, because I was under the impression that I will be able to use NC35 concealer, but NC35 concealer was actually too light for my skin tone. Let's start with the application of the foundation. So I like to blend this foundation on my skin with my fingers. To set the base, I'm going for e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder because we're going for a very nice dewy kind of a base, and this is a dewy powder. Can you see how natural my base is looking? This is not a full coverage foundation stick, guys. This is a medium coverage foundation stick. It's going to make your skin look like skin, just a little bit better. Next, for contouring and eyebrows, I'm going to use my own product. So today I'm going to use Kiko Beauty Flawless Fusion Bronzer Powder for contouring and Lakme Micro Brow Perfector for my eyebrows. And I'm going to fast forward this bit, okay? Now comes the eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I reached out to Falak Naz. Falak and I worked together in Sasural Simar Ka and we were enemies on screen. I was the vamp. But off screen, we were such good friends and we had an amazing time sharing the makeup room together. Falak is also supremely talented with makeup and her eyeshadow looks are amazing. So I reached out to her to ask her which one is her favorite eyeshadow palette. She told me that Nykaa Smokey at 8 palette is one of her favorite eyeshadow palettes and this is always there in her vanity. And I had this palette. This is such a good budget-friendly palette, guys. It is a neutral palette, but it performs really well. And I think I had told you this before. First, I'm going to take this shade from the palette, which is the lightest shade on the palette. I'm going to apply it all over my crease. Next, I'm actually going to use the applicator which comes with this palette and take this black shade over here. This shade I'm going to apply near my lash line. Once we have these lines in place, I am going to take this chocolate brown shimmery shade from the palette. I'm going to use the applicator again and apply it on my eyelid. I will actually go on top of that line as well. Now I know that line has almost disappeared. So again, we are going to take that black shade and start applying it again near the lash line, blending it with the chocolate shimmery shade. Now we'll go back to brushes. Next, I'm going to take this matte shade from this palette. I'm going to apply the shade on my crease. After this is done, I'm going to go back to the first shade that we applied on the crease, the lightest shade on the palette, and with a fluffy brush, apply it on the crease again. We're doing all these steps to blend the shades together well. I'm going to stop right here and use an eyeliner. Now for eyeliner, I reached out to Monica Khanna. Monica and I worked on this show called Housewife on ZTV, which aired I think in 2013. I lovingly call her Monza and we had some crazy time together while doing that show. So when I asked her which eyeliner she uses, she sent me 2 voice notes where she told me she was actually going to ask me for an eyeliner recommendation because she's looking for a really good eyeliner. And second thing that she told me was that mostly she gets her makeup done from makeup artists and they use a Kryolan gel liner on her. I tried to get my hands on Kryolan gel liner, but it is not easily available and the store is actually really far from my place. So I am going to improvise a bit here. I use a different gel liner. The gel liner which I'll use is from L'Oreal. Now let's create an eyeliner with this gel liner. So I'll tell you something, I'm actually not going to create a wing liner with this eyeliner, and you can see that I've actually created a very thin liner near my lash line. I did that because I don't want to lose out on that smoky kind of an effect that we created with a black eyeshadow. So a very thin line near the lash line, that's it. No wing. I do wish to smoke out this eyeliner a bit as well. I'm taking an angular brush. I'm dipping the brush into the black shade again, and I'm going to lightly run this brush on top of the eyeliner. Next, I'm going to apply a Kajal, and for Kajal, I reached out to Meghna Malik. Meghna is a legend. She's not only a brilliant actress, she's a super fun person to hang out with, and we've had some crazy times together. We worked together in Lado, and she played the iconic character of Amma Ji. Now, when I asked her which is her favorite Kajal, she told me that she has used 3 different Kajals at the same time: Clinique, Pack, and Lakme, and in the end she wrote that Lakme one is fine. So I do have a Lakme Kajal, and that's the one which I'm going to use today. It is Lakme Absolute Kohl Ultimate Kajal. So now I'm just going to apply this Kajal on my waterline. I'm also going to apply this Kajal on my upper waterline. Next, mascara. For mascara, I reached out to Simran Kaur Hundal. Now, Simran and I have actually not worked together, but she joined Lado after I left the show. And after I left that show, I used to miss the set, my friends and everyone so much that I used to actually go to Lado set a lot to hang out with everyone. All of us who worked in Lado formed like a little girl gang there, and we all hung out together a lot, did some crazy parties together, and we are still really good friends. Simran also has a YouTube channel. I'm going to link it in the description box below. Do check it out. Simran told me that the mascara that she uses is Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this is a great mascara. Oh, I forgot to do one thing, guys. Oh god. Sorry. I forgot to apply an eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I'm going to quickly do that. I'm taking my angular brush. I'm dipping into this shade. This we also applied on the crease, by the way. And I will apply it on my lower lash line halfway through. Although I have applied a bit of mascara here, I hope it doesn't spread. Yeah, I think it is okay. Crisis averted. I'm actually not planning to wear false lashes for this look, so I am going to double coat the mascara. Let's get on to blush now. For blush, I reached out to Parul Chaudhary. Parul and I worked together on this show called Ek Tha Raja, Ek Thi Rani, and Parul has to be one of the most beautiful people that I've met in Mumbai. She is so positive and so uplifting and such a good friend. I love her. She told me that her all-time favorite blush is this one. This is MAC Cosmetics Peachykeen blush. I actually did not have this blush with me, so I bought it. Now this one is a slightly shimmery blush, but it's a beautiful color. Now, the highlighter. I actually forgot to ask any of my friends about a highlighter. It just slipped my mind. So I'm going to use one of my favorite highlighters, which is K-Beauty's Champagne Fizz highlighter. First, I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and my brow bone. Next, all the high points of my face. It's a beautiful highlighter, guys. Last but not the least, the lip color. For lip color, I reached out to Anjum Fakhi. Anjum and I worked together in Ek Tha Raja, Ek Thi Rani. Parul, Anjum and I, all 3 of us worked in that show together. And Anjum is just something else, guys. Her energy is infectious. There's never a dull moment with her, and she lights up any room that she walks into. She's currently working in this show called Kundli Bhagya, and she's also one of the sweetest and the most humble person that I've ever worked with. So when I reached out to her to tell me about her favorite lipstick, she told me about 3 different lipsticks that she loves to use. I have all three here. The first one is Maybelline Flaming Fuchsia. The second one is from Chambord and it is their Rose Stiletto lipstick. And the third one is from Lakme. It is their Petal Pink lipstick. These are the swatches of the three lipsticks, guys. This one right here is Maybelline Flaming Fuchsia. This one is Chambord Rose Stiletto. And the last one, this is Lakme's Petal Pink. Because I've never tried out a Chambord lipstick, I'm going to use Chambord Rose Stiletto. This one actually is a very pretty cool tone pink color. I'm going to set this makeup with Smashbox primer water. You know, I'm not a part of the television industry anymore, but I was so fortunate to meet and be friends with such amazing people. All these girls are killing it and they are so inspiring. I actually feel really lucky and proud that my friends are this awesome. They are the best, guys, and I love them. Anyway guys, with that we've come to an end of this video, and if you haven't checked out our brand already, then please check it out. We have a brand, guys. It's called House of Jerome and we have recently launched a range of luxury candles under our brand. I'm actually burning one of those candles in my studio right now and I wish I could make you experience the beautiful fragrance which is there in my room. We not only have luxury candles, we've got clothing and ceramic mugs as well. I'm going to leave the link of the website in the pinned comment of the comment section below. Please check it out, and if you do like something, then please consider buying it. That's it from me for today. I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye bye. Mwah.